I've got that feeling, that stuffed turkey feeling after eating all of the Thanksgiving goodness. We weren't around last week, but we're back this week. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about my buddy JD, and I'm talking about the Everything Arrowhead podcast. Are you feeling the same way I am, my friend?
Yeah, I was lamenting a full week this week, but it's good to be back. The
Yeah.
holidays were great, but I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, well, yeah, and see, speaking of full, like my wife loves making the traditional Thanksgiving meal, the stuffing, just like most people do, but she makes a ton of it, and we only had 6 people, so I'm eating Thanksgiving dinner for like 4 or 5 days straight. Not that I'm complaining, but oof,
Yeah,
yeah.
we kept it pretty simple this year, so there weren't a ton of leftovers. But I did have a bit of FOMO because I didn't cook a turkey and all the 14 different sides, but it was good.
Did you miss it? Did you miss doing that, or are you glad
A
that you
little
took the break?
bit, yes and no. It's always so much work, and I've been dying to do non-traditional Thanksgiving for years and years, and so it was kind of nice not to have a turkey.
Got it. Now, you know what else is kind of nice too? I love this neighborhood. And it's part of the reason why I do this podcast with you, JD. I love the Arrowhead area. I love stepping out on Friday after Thanksgiving and all the neighbors are out there stringing up lights. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Everybody's doing their thing, getting ready for the Christmas season. And it feels good. It's part of the reason why I love this neighborhood. And I think you probably agree, right?
Yeah, this is always a fun time of year. Everybody seems to be in a better mood, especially when we get into the holiday lights and the neighborhoods are all lit up. It just has a different feel than say August.
Yeah. Now, hey, speaking of holiday lights, you have done a lot of hard work over the years and you continue to do it. And I'm talking about the holiday Christmas lights map that you put together. You're working on it again, I understand. And I have used it for the past 5 years because one of my favorite family traditions is my wife and I will get on our bicycles. We'll grab a
Oh,
little hot
nice.
toddy and we'll go tour around on our bicycles, which is kind of fun. And if we have our daughter, if she's around, we'll sometimes jump in our little convertible and do the same thing. Go check out the Christmas lights. So we've used your map, and I'm excited that you're putting it together again this year.
Yeah, I'm got it basically laid out. I got to do some verifications the next few nights to make sure that everything's still there that I have on my map. So the first couple years, I tried to include as much as I could, and I found myself unsure of what was map worthy. Eventually, where do I draw the line? So last year did things a little bit different, and we'll do the same this year, where it's kind of a top 10, top 12, really spectacular wow type of displays where the homeowners have gone all out with the lights. So they'll be set up in a tour where you can start at one spot, or you can see them all, or you can see whichever ones you want, or whatever's closest. So and I'm starting to see more and more stuff on social of other things that are nearby. So there may be a secondary outer loop to it as well. We'll see how it grows and morphs this year into its own thing.
But and the thing is about it, you're saying the top 10, top 12, totally agree. I think that's a great way to do it because otherwise you get overwhelmed if you're the driver trying to figure
Yeah.
out where to go. But the beauty of it is in many of these cases, in many of these neighborhoods, people know that, neighbor Jones is going to go full hog and have the whole neighborhood lit up with his one house. So they all kind of want to get in on it too. So typically, if you're going to see this one crown jewel, you're going to drive through a neighborhood of lots of other people that are taking part and trying to do their best to match what the one neighbor has gone all out to do and make their houses look good. So usually you wind up in a neighborhood full of Christmas lights, and we've always had a great tour with your map. So we
Yeah,
appreciate it.
and my former neighbor in top of the ranch, Michael, he goes full out. He's got the full on choreographed LED display with music and everything. So his display kicks off this Saturday, the 6th. So I'm excited to see this year's version and what he's pulled out. I think this is his third year doing it. And last year he took a big leap in what he was able to do. And so I'm excited to see what he pulls off this year.
I look at these displays and I think the hours that it must take in this storage. Where do you put this stuff? And I am so lazy when it comes to Christmas decorations. In fact, the last couple of years I've put up 3 strands of lights outside around my little palm trees. I'm not even doing that this year because I
Yeah,
don't know. The lights are out and I don't want to mess with it. So I'll just go look at other people's.
there you go. Head to arrowheadholidaylightsmap.com.
All right. Tell me that again. What is that?
It's arrowheadholidaylightsmap.com. And it'll be top of the page at everythingarrowhead.com, but it does have its own URL, and it'll be in the newsletter and in the Facebook group. It'll be everywhere.
Okay. And let me ask you, like, if somebody maybe is new to putting up a big display, can they reach out to you? Can they request to be put on
Sure.
your list?
There's they can email me at jd@everythingarrowhead.com, or they can reach out through Facebook. My info is everywhere. So if you've got a killer display that's not on the map, hit me up. You'll figure it out.
Okay. Sounds good. I can't wait to start touring around. We usually do that like the third week in December. We let, we get our hot cocos and stuff and go out. So it's going to be exciting. You also have a pretty good understanding and idea of the events and happenings that are going on as the holiday season gets into full swing. So, do you have any specific events you want to tell us about, or
Well,
is it just sort of a list? Where are we with
there's
that?
it's very much event season. So there's a ton of really big events, like the Desert Farm Lights and Surprise is a big one. Christmas at the Princess is always a winner. There's the World of Illumination that is down at Desert Diamond Arena, where you drive through this display that's set to music. So there's a wide variety of large scale events that you can go to. And so we'll have a page dedicated to all the different holiday events in this part of town, plus stuff that I think you may want to venture to other parts of the valley. It's worth the drive to go check out. There's a couple in Chandler and Mesa that are, if you're going to be down in that part of town, it may not hurt to know about these events. So all that'll be at everythingarrowhead.com. When it's finished, I'll make sure that everybody in the Facebook group knows about it as well.
Got it. Hey, maybe I hate to throw this on you, but I just saw something come across the other day. My wife pointed it out, and I forgot what it was. But she said she made a comment of it that it was free. Do you know which one I'm talking about? It's in the area, and it might be that Peoria one you were talking
Yeah,
about.
there's one at the Peoria Sports Complex. It's called Candy Cane Lane. It is on December 12th and 13th,
Got it.
Saturday, and yeah, I think it's Saturday and Sunday, or that would be Friday and Saturday, whichever. 12th, 13th, right in there. That
Got it.
those dates. You put me on the spot. Don't do
Yeah, no,
math or think about the
I get
calendar.
you. Now,
Yeah,
is that okay? Now, help me remember. Is that the same one that they do at the ballpark? And there's food trucks and stuff, or is that something different?
I believe so.
Yeah, because I
Yeah, I
did that
looked
one.
at too many events today as I started on this, so it's kind of all run together for me.
No,
But
I'm helping you out here because I did that one a few years ago with my wife and daughter, and we had a ball. It was a lot of fun. They had food trucks set up and vendors set up all around the ballpark area there. Lots of local crafts, and it's sort of like a farmers market.
mhm.
So if you are looking for some of those special gifts, something unique that you're not going to get off of Amazon or the department stores, that might be a good place to go check out and get some good unique holiday gifts.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Are we good on covering Christmas stuff at the moment? I mean, we're
I
still
think
kind of
so.
early.
I'm
Yeah.
sure some things will pop up that we'll talk more about in future episodes.
Got
But
it.
for now, those two main resources are going to be, if you're looking for something to do or get out and see the lights, those are great resources available at everythingarrowhead.com.
Thank you, JD Santa Claus, for doing that. Are you a decorator? Do you put stuff up on the house or no?
Yeah, we've got a Red Baron Snoopy inflatable that seems to be the pinnacle of what we do. Maybe
Okay.
I'll wrap the tree with a few strands of lights, but
So
I
you
don't want to
say
get too out of control.
more than me, more than me. Okay. As always, there's a lot of restaurants coming and going. One of the big ones, Chick-fil-A. Huh?
Yeah.
What do you know about Chick-fil-A?
So the Trailhead, they're at 83rd and Happy Valley. Lots of exciting stuff going on there. I think it's official now that Flower Child's coming there, but that could be the last piece to fall into place there. But the Chick-fil-A is now under construction. So you've got the McDonald's, you've got Sparrow and Jinian Ramen Bar. Plus, there's a restaurant called Crust that's still under construction. So a lot going on there. But the biggest piece that I think a lot of people will be excited about is the Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
And it's
any
a huge portion. I thought it was going to be the location that they fenced in was way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
and so you've kind of been in commercial real estate and just looking at it. Can you guess what time frame we're looking at here? Are we looking at 2 months? Are we looking at six
No, I
months?
mean they just fenced it off and started pushing dirt around. So I would say it's probably 4 to 6 months.
Yeah. Okay.
No, with the Chick-fil-A, with the kind of demand they get, it may get pushed through faster than that. So we'll see.
Okay. We'll
It's
keep an eye on that space.
and it's not a huge building, so it's mostly parking lot and drive-through lanes. So maybe it'll come together faster than that.
What's Party Zona?
That is a new party supply business that has gone into the old Party City space there on Bell Road and 83rd, just down the way from Trader Joe's. And it's hilarious because the color scheme of their logo is almost identical to Party City with the different colored letters. I pulled in and had to do a double take. I'm like, wait a minute. I
Yeah.
and it made me think that the old Party City name was Party Zone, and I knew that didn't sound right, but evidently Party Zona is a local party supply store now that's taken over that space.
Okay. Well, good. Hey, I like to party and I need supplies for that.
Yeah,
So it's Party Zona.
it's with all these specialty stores like Joanne and Party City that closed down. Your only option for those types of things was pretty much Walmart anymore, and there's I don't know. I'm kind of turned off on Walmart lately. It seems like their stuff's too cheap, and it just doesn't. You get
Yeah.
what you pay for, and so.
Yeah, I know what
But
you mean.
it's nice to have another option.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to need to have an Everything Arrowhead party soon.
Yeah,
Right.
another. We could really go ham on a lemonade stand.
All right. Speaking of lemonade, kind of HTO. You've been excited about this, and it looks like we've got some last piece of the news puzzle for HTO available.
Yeah, I was by there on Monday, and it looks done. I peeked in the windows and it's fully stocked. So they're probably doing a soft opening, but they're ready to go. They're at about 52nd and Bell, right next to Popeyes. Their grand opening is going to be this Saturday, the 6th. So if you're an iced tea connoisseur, you definitely want to run down and check out HTO. It's a franchise chain that's big in Texas and that part of the country. They opened up a location at Westgate earlier this year that we went and checked out when they did. And it was, you go in and there's 47 different flavors of tea. So you can make your own drink, if you want to fill a gallon, or they even sell them by the gallon. But if you want to, go in, create your own drink, you have endless options. So it's a pretty cool setup. So if you're looking for a cool drink and tired of Starbucks, that's a really good option.
All right. I might have to check that out next time I have a lemonade stand. Maybe I'll offer some iced tea.
Yeah, maybe the line at AJ's will go down a little bit when we go in there to get tea.
Yeah, could be. Okay. Hey, so I was riding my bike today in my neighborhood and I bumped into Tommy Kramer, and you know who Tommy is. Tommy
Yes.
Kramer is the HOA president for Phase 1. He has been president for the last 10 years. And we just got to chatting about what's going on in Phase 1. He's talking about some painting projects that are going to be coming up. And I invited him on the podcast. So I think in the next week or so, we're going to have Tommy Kramer, the president of the HOA board of Phase 1, coming on the podcast to just talk about what's happening in Phase 1. And I said to him, like, just come on, chat with us about the top 2 or 3 questions you constantly get. Let's clear the air on some of that stuff. Let's talk about some of the questions that people frequently have, and inform folks in the Phase 1 area. And he was all about it. So I think maybe in a week or so we'll get Tommy Kramer on here to have a chat about Phase 1. And I like that idea.
Yeah, I do too. Tommy's a great guy. He and I go way back. We're both realtors, so I've known him for a long time. It's a small world in whatever industry or circle that you're
Yeah.
in. So it'll be fun to have him on. He's always a good time.
Hey, and let's talk quickly about the Arrowhead Hiking Club. We had a nice hike this past Saturday. I think we had a group of a dozen,
Was
10 to a dozen or so.
Yeah, there was 11 of us.
Yep.
I had to count more than my fingers, so I may have lost track. But no, we had a good time. I wasn't sure how the turnout would be on the holiday weekend, but we had some new faces, and it was really good.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were excited to get a little bit of exercise in after Thanksgiving. The weather was absolutely legitimate, and it's going to continue to be for the next several months. So if you do fancy yourself a hiker at all, the hikes that we've done so far have been pretty easy to do. So if you want to get out there and you want to have a little bit of company on the trails, please check out the Everything Arrowhead Hiking Club. Arrowhead, forgive me, JD. I already forgot it's arrowheadhikingclub.com, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, arrowheadhikingclub.com. So if you have any questions of the schedule or where we're going to hike next or when, you can find that information right there. So I had a good time.
Yeah, it was good. It was a perfect day for it.
Mm-hmm.
Chopper led the way, little 8-pound, whatever kind of dog he was. He was a little go-getter.
Chihuahua pug. He was a chug, they said. Chihuahua pug, otherwise known as a chug. And he chugged up the trail. What did we do? About 2 miles total, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was 2 miles according to my Apple Watch. All right, did we cover it? Are we good?
I think we're good, man.
I think we're good too. All right. Thank you, everybody, once again for joining us on the Everything Arrowhead podcast. As always, you can find some more information on the things that we've talked about at everythingarrowhead.com. Of course, many of you have found us through the Facebook page. That continues to be a solid source of information from us, and of course from your neighbors who are looking for different things to do, different services. So of course, check out the Everything Arrowhead Facebook page as well. Send us your thoughts, your comments at nick@everythingarrowhead.com and JD@everythingarrowhead.com. So thank you so much. We'll see you next week.